even though I'm not really successful in any significant way in any aspect, I can really even tell you right now from my personal experience that, I would like to confidently say that most people that are successful, most of their lives are usually look very, maybe not even boring, but at least repetitive or monotonous day to day. Like it looks very bland when you really zoom into that person's life day to day and what they're doing every day. But usually on the outside, you see, the external like results, the external outcomes of that person's successful life, trophies, businesses, awards, followers, they're basically their external wins. That's what people see every day on social media, and maybe even in real life as well. But you have to realize that, um you might have already heard this, but like I said, it's very just like most days of someone's successful life is really boring, day to day. Maybe even someone who's on the come up as well. Like it looks very boring for the first like however many, like dozens, hundreds, maybe even thousands of days, and then all of a sudden their life changes like that. Like all of a sudden, and then everything looks so glamorous on the outside, but no one really saw the however many days before that, up to that external like how I says like that external win that they got, and it's something that I wanted to like really talk about today because it's something that I'm really experiencing right now. But like I said, I'm not really successful in any sense of the word, in any big way, um, or any meaningful way in any really aspect of life. But I can confidently say that this is the case because even for my personal life right now, the last however many days of recording this YouTube channel, I think it's recording videos on this YouTube channel. I think it's been like what 22 days now. I can confidently say that every day, like even as I'm experiencing it, every day looks pretty boring to in my life. Like I mean, like I'm kind of using these videos to like talk about what's going on day to day. Not every single video, but some of them, and it's like, man, it's like every day it's really the same. Like I thought it would look exciting when I started it, and it was kind of exciting the first few days of recording these YouTube videos and stuff like that. But after the first few days of recording pass, and then after that it's all discipline. I'm not gonna lie, because some days I don't even want to sit down and or go somewhere outside and record this video, but this has to get done. Every day has just been pretty much the exact same. Wake up, do what needs to get done before the end of the day, before the end of that day, which is usually consists of working out, recording these YouTube video every single day, um, doing a like well, at least as of until recently, getting a job, which was my full-time job, which was getting a job, and like just handling whatever life throws at me day to day, and it looks very boring. I'm not gonna lie, and that's what and even if I do end up successful in the future someday, maybe, who knows, it's also gonna look the same. Like it's gonna look boring, monotonous, repetitive. But I've learned to, and I haven't even done this for too long. It's like I said, it's only been 22 days of this, but I've learned to already started falling in love with the process. um as like obvious as that might sound, but you know it's nice because you're not gonna get the external outcomes every single day. Like your life day to day isn't gonna change that much, or you're not, or well, that it's not gonna change that much day to day. And also, like, you're not gonna experience like the big external like wins or rewards every single day. It's gonna come maybe once every week, maybe not even that frequently, maybe like once a month, once every few months you'll get a very big win. um Something like that. And it's just like you can't really predict that sometimes, depending on even what you're going after a lot of the times. And so it's like you kind of, because you kind of, when you're going through it and you're actually the one experiencing it, you're going day to day trying to become someone of substance, trying to become successful in some area of life. You're gonna start realizing that these big wins or big hits aren't gonna come like very so often. And once you start really internalizing that, you then realize that, like, okay, like if these big external wins that everyone looks at on the outside isn't going to come for my personal life, for me every single day, and it's going to come maybe once in every now and then, your brain's gonna naturally think like, okay, now it's time to start falling in love with the process, you know. And that's really kind of what I'm going through right now. So it's something I really want to talk about because um, it's something that really needs to be said. You know, it's really important for people to understand this concept. No matter where you are, maybe you can relate to what I'm saying. Maybe you can't. Maybe you've already gone through this way before, and you know more about this concept than I do. Maybe, but it's really fascinating because you know social media. You know, we see the top 1% lives in basically every single aspect, in every single category, major category, every single day in our faces. And you know, obviously in the back of our minds we know that that's not actually like that's not someone's average day, you know. It's just like the highlights, obviously. But it's different from, like I said, it's different like just knowing about something and like, oh, okay, yeah, obviously, versus like actually experiencing it. That's like two different like playing fields. um so yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to talk about today. It's kind of nice falling in love with the process because you kind of stop. I mean, it's nice to obviously get the big wins in whatever you're pursuing every now and then, but it's also nice because it doesn't, at some point it doesn't just become about the external results anymore. It becomes more about the process, you know, who you become. It's even more about the transformation than like who you become at the end of the transformation, if that makes sense. Like it's if anything, I'm experiencing this where it's like I love the transformation of who I'm becoming, then more than the even external outcomes itself. Um, it's really nice to like, you know, experience that and, you know, go through that shift day to day as it's happening right now. So yes, really wanted something I want to talk about today. Keep it really short, and yeah, man, just keep going, fall in love with the process. Um, yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Peace.